Well, check this out. A Greensboro woman is helping U.S. veterans and deployed military troops one pair of socks at a time. Elle Rueger is the founder of Soledier Socks, an online sock business she runs out of her home. When you purchase a pair of socks from her site, her company will send a pair to deployed troops in your name. She got the idea 12 years ago when her friend who was deployed to Afghanistan requested something special in his care package.
The socks that he was issued did not really hold up to the conditions that he was in, and he ended up getting a bacterial infection on his foot. And we had sent him really good quality socks in his care packages since it was on his request list. And within 2 weeks of getting those socks, the infection went away and it was night and day.
Rueger says she spent a year and a half on research and development of the perfect boot sock. Since launching her business in 2017, she's donated approximately 20,000 pairs of socks to deployed troops and veterans and is on track to donate 50,000 pairs alone this year.
Even people who are civilians can relate. If you are into, fitness or the outdoors community, you will know the importance of having a good quality pair of socks. And so for our troops who when they're deployed and they have 75 pounds of equipment and they're marching around, they want to make sure that their equipment, whether it's their uniform or their socks or their boots, is all going to hold up to what they're doing.
Each pair sold online is named after a service member who has served or is serving in the military. Rueger says her company also donates socks to various nonprofits that work with service members and vets. She's also planning a Give Back tour for 2023, where she and her team will tour the country and give back to military communities. So this is just an awesome business that grew from an idea of something as simple as a sock, and she's been able to touch so many lives with this gift.
I think about how rugged that has to be. Like military service members, if they're using actual socks like this, I mean, they got to be tough to put up with what they go through. I always think, like, imagine when your socks get wet, you know what I'm saying, and all that, and it's miserable. So you got to have good stuff. This is great.
Yeah, and I wouldn't think that boots are necessarily the most comfortable shoes, and especially when you're carrying a lot of things. So first off, great that she even thought of this concept, but I also like how you said she names the socks after military members.
So one sock that they actually released today is named after a woman in the military who they recently met. And if you take a look at the video in the hand behind us, these are the socks that the people in the field get. So the socks that are sold online, those are the ones that have the designs and the different things like that, but they're the same quality and the same material. So if I order myself a pair of socks, another pair will be donated out to those that are serving, so cool. And also the veterans. And I think speaking of the veterans, so there's a lot of nonprofits that work with vets and military groups, so they'll donate socks to those organizations who give out care packages. So it's just a lot of giving and giving that they're doing.
So if I buy a pair, then a pair goes to the military as well. I love that. This is great.
So she says she's on track to donate 50,000 alone this year.
That's phenomenal.
I just love that idea of, you might have an idea in your head, but it can grow to something so much bigger if you just go out and do it. She did the research, she got with the right, vendors and was able to make this all happen.
And it's really not about the socks, is it? It's about our servicemen and women. So this is great.
Great story.